Hi there, it's Tracy here from the Papercraft Studio. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute penguin place Christmas card. You can see he's all glimmery here, so you can either stamp or punch these penguins. Punch out, I should say. It doesn't sound very nice to punch penguins. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the supplies you need to make this card. You need a piece of A4 thick whisper white cardstock for the base, and I've gone ahead and embossed this, and this embossing folder is called Painted Texture. It's a really good one. I thought it looked quite icy. And then the next layer here, I've used probably my favorite embossing folder, which is one of these two down here in the wintry ones. It's this one here. There's a double pack, but I thought, yeah, nice kind of frosty icy background. This piece here is the center panel, and that measures 2 inches by 5 7/8 of an inch. You need a piece of whisper white cardstock which measures 2.5 by 2.5 inches. This piece here, gorgeous, comes from all my little post-its here. The silver foil here, and it's actually this one here, which is a slightly kind of bluey colour. The other things I've used, just while I've got the catalogue here, I can't get to my post-its. This is the penguin place bundle here, so you can buy it as a bundle with the punch and save yourself 10%, or you could just get the punch or just get the stamps. But the stamps have got happy birthday and things in too, so a little balloon, it's got little reindeer antlers and things, so it's a really great little set to have. And also, just see, the papers I've used here, which are just slithers, are from the Peaceful Place Designer Series paper, and let me just see, it's this one here with the big trees, but I've just used the top half of the paper, which has these gorgeous little snowflakes on. So you need, sorry, this piece here, I should tell you, measures, where's my notes, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then you need 2 of these strips of Designer Series paper, and they measure 1/2 inch by 5 7/8, because I wanted them to go right to the top and the bottom of the card here. Okay, I'll show you how to punch out the penguin as we go along, so let's go ahead and start assembling. So what we want to do is have these 2 strips just coming out from behind that card. You could have more showing here, but I just like a little slither there. So 2 ways: you could either put some glue down the back, stick those on, or put glue just down the edge of one of these, which is what I prefer to do. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Do I want them the same way up, particularly with the lighter, and then it goes into the darker? Let's do that. Okay, so you need the glue on the right side, the pattern side that you want to show. So just go ahead on one of these, just put some liquid glue down here. And you don't want to go too far over, because like that, because obviously you're only having a little bit poking out. I'm going to spin it around to make it easier for me to attach. So I want maybe a little bit more than that showing. So the good thing about the liquid glue is you've got a little bit of time to maneuver it around. Don't worry if it's slightly longer on one side, because we can trim that off. Okay, first piece done. Go ahead and do the same with this piece. Sorry for the delay in getting these videos to you. If you've had it as a class by post, I think most of you know that my eldest daughter and I both tested positive for COVID. It's last month now, but I've been on catch up with work, and so I'm really sorry that these have just, I've been a bit quiet on my videos in as much as getting them out in time. So hopefully you'll think it's worth waiting for anyway. There we go. So we've got that ready to go on here. I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back, in fact quite a few. Sorry, I'm still a little bit croaky as well. We were lucky. Madison was quite rough with it. She's coming up to 16. Hadn't had, she was due to have a jab that week actually, and so couldn't have it. But you know, I've had both of mine, and yeah, I think that helped because I had it, but it was like a bad cold, so I didn't feel well, but I was certainly grateful not to feel worse than I did. So yes, so all pretty much getting there now, a little bit tired, but you know, just grateful that we didn't have it worse than we did, really. Okay, so pop this one on down the center. Just gonna try and do this without putting my head in. That look about central. I'm happy with that. Okay, so how I did this, can you see there's a little background here? I did some balmy blue and then some balmy blue snowflakes as well. So how I did that, I used our blending brushes. Sorry, just getting them out of the packet. So you can use these again and again, like this one's my blue one, and I can use it with different color blues, but they're so soft. They come in a pack of 3. They're really lovely, and you just can do little circles, and it gives a really nice little background. So balmy blue is quite a light color, but I have just re-inked mine, so I just want to check on a scrap that I'm not going to have it too. Oh no, that's fine, it's not coming out too much. So you see what I'm doing here, I'm just building up the color. So let's go with this one. So I tend, because most of it's behind him, I'm going to start in the middle. So if I do have any kind of, you know, big dollops there, it's going to be hidden when I first put it down, but I just thought it was a nice little background. So just keep building up the color until you're happy with what you've got here. There we go. A bit more on this side. I look and I think, no, I'm not quite there with it yet. So okay, you can take your time doing that. And then actually, when I've got the balmy blue out, I'm going to stamp the snowflakes, and they're also from Penguin Place. Okay, so I just put a few just randomly stamped. Turn your stamp around or the paper around, whichever you prefer. You don't want it to look too central. You won't really see those ones underneath, but okay. And then you can go ahead and layer these up. I've stuck this one flat to my piece of foil, and then I'm going to put dimensionals on here. So if you're in the UK and you're doing this and you want to post it, double layers of dimensionals usually mean a large letter in the post. Just bear that in mind if you're posting. Okay, so I'd used a lot of the light silver foil, and I wanted to make sure I used the other 2 colours in the pack as well. I've used the other one in my next project. Okay, so we can go ahead and stick that on. You can put it at a jaunty angle if you want, but I'm just going to attach some dimensionals to the back. And just check. It doesn't really matter which way at this stage. Actually, I've probably, oops, put them over a little bit and maybe put 2 layers down. Or down, you know, 2 sides. Sorry, I'm still not quite with I think I'm still a bit tired after it. I don't want to keep going on about COVID, but I'm still working hard to catch up, so I don't think my brain's quite connecting with everything at the moment, so apologies if I keep changing my mind on things. Oops, get these off. Okay, we're going to pop that one in the center on there. Okay, now with your penguin, like I say, you can stamp them. There's some really cute images here. So you can have one sliding down this little slope. But I decided I wanted to punch it, especially because I was doing this in a class, and for lots of people to stamp the penguin you know, to get the full colour really well, it would have taken quite a long time. So I think as well it's quite nice to use a punch. So here we go. So on the punch you've got this kind of bit that will be the background of his body, and then the little bit here which would be in white, and then you do have a foot here that you can stamp out as well, but punch out, but I've actually stamped that one. So let's see, we'll come in this side because I don't want to waste all the glimmer punching out too. So we'll just punch the background of his body here in the glimmer, and then you just need some basic white. And we're going to come in from the other end and just punch the top of his body. There we go. Okay. So I found it easier to layer him up. You don't have to stick him down yet, but to layer him up to stamp on, because you need a kind of guide as to where you're going. Because, for example, his little beak here goes just under this bit where you can see the black here. So I'm going to put the card to one side for a second, put him down. And then these stamps are really tiny, so be careful that you don't lose them. I'm just going to clean this one up because I need this block. Okay, put this one somewhere else. That was the snowflakes. So let's see here. So I'm going to use on this one the little bow tie. I'm going to use the double feet here and this beak. If you're doing this sliding one, he has this beak. Okay. And then the eyes, which are on one stamp. Let's hope I stamp it all correct. I'm going to leave those others in there in case, because they're very easy to lose because look, they're teeny tiny. So this one is the beak, and I'm going to stamp this in Mango Melody. So a little tap, and then I'm just going to bring him towards me a little bit. Is he still in shot? Yeah. And I'm going to go so I'm going to put my head over a sec just to go over there. Sorry, I made the tripod move a bit. Woo, sorry. Probably feeling a bit dizzy. Probably the more I touch it again and again, it's going to keep going. So I'll leave it for a second. Okay, so in the same colour, we're going to get the feet here. So many little stamps in this set. It's really good value, and like I say, it's got birthday on, so I'm hoping it's going to stay around at some point. It might not, but it's a handy one to have. So ink up the feet, just line those up at the bottom there. Lovely. Okay, the eyes you just have to line up, like I say, it's on one stamp. You just line it up either side of the beak. So let's get these out. Sorry, I can't find all my different A blocks. That's why I keep changing these here, because I've had them in classes and I haven't unloaded all my class boxes yet. Because like I say, I'm a bit behind doing these, so I just wanted to get them done ASAP for you. Okay, so Memento ink for this one. I've just realised that I've chopped a little bit of his hand off, his arm. Let's go again. Pull it in. I obviously pulled him over too far this side and couldn't see in the light. So let's just get another one here. Here we go. Right, put him back together. And then the black ink, I'm going to come, oh, I can't really see very well on camera, but in between, I may have jogged it a bit. Oh, he's fine. In between there, you can see if I could put my head in shot, you can get a nice clear image on the eyes instead of a slightly wonky one. We won't worry about that right now. Okay, and then last one. I just want to pop these away. Like I said, I don't want to lose anything here. With these photopolymer stamps now, you actually get an image behind. It's really handy because you can see where you need to put them back, and you can also see then if any are missing, like I've used this for another class. So I'm looking for the bow tie, and I'm going to do this in Bermuda Bay. Okay, so let's ink this one up, and obviously that will go just here. Gorgeous. Okay, so let's bring the card back in. Actually, we'll go ahead and stick him on now. So you can just use some liquid glue to attach him to the back here. Oh gosh. There we go, gluey finger. So that's about right there. He's so cute, isn't he? Okay, for the background here, I've used, these are called Wonderful Snowflakes, and they are, you know, I've used them on other projects, and you've got this iridescent side and then a white side. You get 24 in a pack, so such good value. I love, love, love them. So we're going to use this, and we're also going to use this gorgeous ribbon, which I've used quite a lot, which is called Glittered Organdy ribbon in white. We also did in black, so you've got that little sparkle in it. There is one side that's more sparkly than the other, so just bear that in mind. So for this one, you're going to need about 8 inches of ribbon here. Whoops. Okay, and then you're just going to loop it over at one end, like that. So that's this end coming out, and then you want enough showing at this end to come out the other side. I want mine both going the same way. It's try that one. Okay, so what I do here is I pin this together first with some glue dots, with a glue dot, sorry, just to hold that piece in place while I'm working on the card. So let's take your pick tool, take a glue dot, and then I just peel this one back slightly, this top piece of ribbon, pop the glue dot down, and then fold that back over, and that will just keep it in place while you're, you know, working about where you want to put it. So pretty. Love, love, love. Okay, so pop a glue dot on the back where you have that other glue dot, and then we're just going to stick that one down on the card. So we want it over this way a bit, but still want some coming out here. And then with the snowflake here, I've already pulled one out. Just be careful when you're pulling them out, because they're just attached on these tips here. So I'm going to have the iridescent side showing, and I'll pop that. I might have it so that these are shooting out at an angle. So again, another glue dot on the back of there, and that will go down on this one. Gorgeous. And then pop a couple of dimensionals on the back of this little one. I'm looking around my desk to see where I've put them next. There we go. Pop him on the top. Oh, he's just so cute. And then I'm just going to finish off with a couple of rhinestones, because, you know, you can never have enough bling on a card, can you? So one up here, and then another one. Oh, actually, there's a little snowflake there that looks nice in the middle. And you could add more, but there you have it, my little Penguin Place Christmas card. Take care, see you soon, bye.